Mars Stokes, and I am your host of Mars and Venus. Mars and Venus is a talk show that gets men and women together to talk about things that are sometimes taboo. But today we are going to get answers. Now, let's introduce our panelist. She is a speaker, producer, and the co-host of several talk shows, Black Hollywood Live and Kingdom Talk, Portia Carter. A filmmaker and a labor and delivery nurse, but most importantly, my fiance, Ariana Smith. He is a singer, songwriter, and also one of the co-founders of the social event for musical artists Afro House Vegas. She is a singer and songwriter who just did a showcase at the W Hotel in Hollywood and has an EP coming out soon, Bethany Rose. Songwriter whose original song can be heard in the score for the award-winning film, Sundance that is, Gook, Z Woods. Okay, so some of the questions here are, like I said, a bit taboo, but here's the twist to all of it. They have no idea what we're going to ask them, so everything is going to be 100% authentic first response. Are you guys excited for this? Are you guys ready for it? Are you ready? You better be ready.
We don't have a choice. We on camera now.
Yeah. All right. So, two individuals of the opposite sex being just friends can sometimes be controversial. Because sometimes one person always harbors the romantic feelings for the other. But what about if that line was already crossed? Is it possible to be just friends with somebody you have already been intimate with? Why or why not? I'm gonna start with Portia.
Dang. No, you can't be just friends with that person ever again. So I have been a victim of always, having my male friends want to be with me or want to have sex with me or just flat out like me. And I've only been on the other end of that just once. And it's just like with those kind of situations, you can move forward because the line hasn't been crossed. You can move forward, y'all can be friends, you can talk it out. All right, this is where we are, this is where we stand. Okay, cool, let's move forward. But after we have already kissed or did something out of the blue that just doesn't say friendship, it says intimate partner, then we can no longer be friends again. It doesn't work like that. I had a male best friend in high school who ended up becoming my high school sweetheart. So after going through that in high school, then in college, guys befriended me only because they wanted me. It was difficult for me to be able to say I can have male friends. And now I'm in a different realm. I'm out here in LA. I'm growing, and now I have been on the other end of that spectrum, and I'm like, wow, this happens. You like somebody who's wholesome, and so I understand, why they did that. So now I'm not opposed to actually speaking with them, the guy, and moving forward. Okay, this is where we stand. This is our friendship. Let's move forward. I'm not opposed to that. But say the line is crossed, then no. There's no such thing as friendship.
Well, I think for me, I have to first, how would you define friendship though? I can be acquainted with somebody. We can still be friends. I just don't hang out with you every weekend. But yeah, there have been situations where I've had an ex-girlfriend in the past where, obviously we've been intimate and whatnot, and then years have passed and I run into this person again, and it's, we still have a friendly conversation and we might be able to catch up soon. It's nothing that I'm not hitting them up constantly, but I still consider her my friend, and I would assume that she would consider me her friend as well. We might not be besties, BFFs, or none of that, but yeah, I think you can, depending on how you define friendship.
What's the definition of friendship?
Well, I think there are different degrees of friendship. I have.
So there's a such thing as a friendship that can be a friendship with y'all kissing every now and again. So what kind of?
I'm saying with my let's say my ex-girlfriend as an example, right? I can still be friends with her, meaning I have no ill wishes on her life. Yeah. I still care for her well-being. Still, I'm concerned about her safety. I want her to do well in life. I just have no romantic feelings for her the same way that I used to.
So you're saying you're good with boundaries?
I mean, yeah.
Let's go a little deeper then. Could you hang out? Because everybody's talking, so, I care for you, and, I can walk by and say hello to you. No, I'm talking about, can y'all sit down? Can y'all go to brunch after church, hang out, look at each other with your other group of friends together, and be together and be cool about that after being intimate? Ariana.
So I feel like anyone who I was romantically involved with in the past, I could be friends with when I was single. We could kick it. We could hang out in group settings, maybe even one-on-one. But once I got in a relationship, I feel like those people automatically got bumped down to like acquaintance status. And I think that was just a way of me setting boundaries to make him feel comfortable. He never said one way or another, but I know how I am, and I feel like that's what I would want. So anyone who I had a crush on before, anyone who I knew liked me before, anyone who, we recently went out to dinner with a group of friends from high school. One of them was my ex-boyfriend, and I feel like if he lived here, we wouldn't be hanging out. I wouldn't be calling or texting him happy birthday text now or happy birthday post on Facebook, just little things like that. So I just feel like just to have things established, like there's no questions, there's no room for I wonder if anything's brewing again there. I think that's just my preference, and I would expect the same of someone I was in a relationship with. Because when we got together, I was like, oh, okay, this your friend, that's cool. You ever liked her? She ever liked you? You like her now? You ever have feelings? Y'all ever talk? And I'm very serious. Like, let me know, because that's happened to me before, where I was dating someone, and they had a friend, and I was like, you like her? Or she like you? Or what's going on? No. And then pop up a few however months later, and it's a child, it's a wedding, so I asked questions, and I heard real answers, and I set real boundaries, like acquaintances. That's just how it is. If you're a friend, you're our friend. Yeah.
Who's calling our phone? Who's texting
Who are we
us?
texting?
I was just going to say, I think it's easier to set those boundaries when you have been in a relationship if they're ex. But like for me, when I heard the question, I thought about say if you've never been together, you've never dated, and you guys are just friends, and there's those blurred lines. You've actually done something before. You've interacted, sexually, whatever form of intimacy. It's in my opinion, it never goes back. I think particularly no shade, but women, I think they tend to get a little more attached than men, because we're very impulsive. Sometimes we do things and we don't even mean it. We just do it. I think women, it's just the truth. It's just the truth, man. I got female friends. I give it to them real too. I'm like, man, I think that when they explain the scenario to me, I'm like, I don't know if he's as invested as you are.
Everything.
Yeah. So I don't think that it works, personally. I think in that, particularly that scenario, you gotta have the boundaries. We can't. You spending the night. I gotta sleep on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Unless if something is to happen, then it has to be black and white. I can't really see you. If we're not dating, it gotta kind of be a little more cutthroat. I think personally, it gotta just be black and white. There can't be that.
But when
that
you
middle.
say black and white, you mean either we together or we not?
No. I mean either we together or we're not, or either we talking or we're not. Kind of situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But if you're my friend that's a girl, it's cool for you to sleep over, you just sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because to me, at that point, you set the boundary. You know what I'm saying? There's no blurred lines. It's I respect you, you respect me. Because I think, when you got two attractive, people, male and female particularly, it's just beating to us, why not? Why not? You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta give.
I give you a few reasons why not.
But I feel like with men at least we kind of just be why not? You single? I'm single. Why not? But I think in friendship though, you either friends and you just gotta have firm boundaries, or it's gotta be cutthroat. We can't kick it on weekends. If we didn't cross the line, I probably can't see.
Can't kick it on weekends, but we can kick it on weekdays. Yeah. Okay, Bethany, what you got brewing?
Well, I think there's a couple things. If you're looking at it from you were in a relationship in the past, and then you're like, okay, can I be friends? I agree with Z, in the sense that you can be acquaintances, but it depends where your heart is at that time. It's how much interaction can I have with you? Are we really friends? What does that mean? What does a friendship mean? And it's I'm looking at various levels of friends, who's in my close circle, and then oh yeah, you're a friend, like an acquaintance, like somebody that we're cool, you know, we can see each other in like group settings, stuff like that, but we're not getting too close, kind of a thing. I gotta be like protect myself, because so maybe I can't hang out with you like that.
Right.
If that's all it's gonna be.
So then, I mean, do women really mean it though when they say that they can handle that? Because I feel like you got women who will say like I'm just out here trying to do me too. You know, it's all good. Like I get it.
Can't handle what though? Like cutting off the friendship?
No, literally, like we cool, and you know we just like, you know, we having sex. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm no filter, right? Yeah, we about to smash, and that's it. And I mean, are you good? Like, is that cool? We both single? Like, you know.
I mean, honestly, women can't handle that. I couldn't. I'm not about to be having sex with somebody and then call them my friend. No, you're not my friend. You're mine.
So then, do you got to be in a relationship with a man every time?
I think when women say that they can handle it, in that moment, they probably feel like they can, and then as things change, we'll update you. So I have some follow-up questions like, okay, now I feel this way, so what would you call this thing? And you might say, well, I thought we were just calling it, that's what we were calling it, but let's revisit.
See, that's how we can no longer be friends.
Now.
Right. I don't know, man. It's like
We're just emotional people.
Yeah.
Women.
But men are too.
Yeah,
we are.
They are.
Yeah.
We are.
Because
We
if
are.
you're in my bed every night and then I see you with somebody else, I'm gonna have to cut you. I don't care.
It's like,